Aku mau mau. Aku mau mau pa. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai, ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no, awe mele e ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai, ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no, awe mele e. Kakai akai komomai. Good morning and welcome. As we start here the Unity of Kona, welcome to Kona, Hawaii. And as we share the prayer chant, the Ao Mai prayer chant, which is the beseeching of the Great Spirit and our ancestors. As we deep seek for the wisdom, the stories being told is the first octave. Why would we be telling these stories to our children? A little higher octave. And then the highest octave is beseeching the Great Spirit and our ancestors for the wisdom of our life experiences that become our stories. With this knowledge and the lessons learned, we can set down all grievances and stones through the deep darkness of night. Have no fear, for Ela comes the dawning of a new day, and you don't have to pick up any grievances and stones of yesterday. So the Hawaiian prayer chant, the Ao Mai. And we'll have a further prayer coming in with Sasha Knowles, our speaker today. Thank you, Sasha.
We start this morning with just our opening prayer. We say, Sweet Spirit, thank you for bringing us together this morning. Thank you for this beautiful community. For every person who walked through this door and is tuning in online, and for our opportunity to pause from our busy lives and reconnect with what matters most. Open our hearts to receive whatever you have for us today. Fill this space with peace, love, joy, and hope. Help us leave here just a little more awake to your presence, a little kinder to ourselves and one another, and a little more willing to share your light with the world. We are grateful, and together we say, Amen.
Good morning and aloha. It's so good to see each of you. And I'm Cindy Avenger. And if you would stand up with me and say our mission statement and our affirmation together. Our affirmation is, and open to the divine possibilities unfolding within me. And our vision statement is a world family of oneness, peace, and love. And our mission statement, to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And if you'll stay standing, the choir is going to come and help us sing Ubuntu.
Check.
Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. There is a feeling deep in my heart. I've known that it's time for a new start. People around the world have come awake, seeing the problem, all is at stake. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Forgiving the past and starting anew. What's good for all and not just a few. There is an answer, there is a way, a message given to us from the old days. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Forgiving the past and starting anew. What's good for all and not just a few. There is an answer, there is a way. A message given to us from the old days. Loving your neighbors and lending a hand. Giving and caring, the true nature of man. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, 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 ha.
There you go. Thank you, everybody. And if you need to use the restroom, the keys are broken in the door, so just contact me and I'll run people to the Target. Just to let you know.
One more exciting thing about today. Please stay standing as you give a hug or a handshake to your neighbors close by, just for a minute. Okay, as you can find your seats again. We have a friendly group. Okay, as you find your seats again, we'd like to take a moment and welcome anyone who's brand new today, who's never been here before, or you haven't been here for a while, and we'd like to welcome you too. If you are willing and able, we'd love for you to stand and tell us your name and where you're visiting from. It's on. Okay. More excitement this morning. Now, see, I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear
which
it
is
fine.
really
Check, check, check.
unusual. Okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. So, once again, if you are new to us today or you haven't been here for a long time, we would love it if you're comfortable with it to stand and tell us your name and where you're visiting from. Yay! Wow! And it's our 40th anniversary. I started to say wedding. It's our 40th anniversary. So how nice to have you. You can't hear me, and nobody's ever told me to do that before, Elaine. Because I'm practically swallowing this thing. Okay. Mango, go for it. And Mango's trying to stay here permanently, so yay, Mango. We're so glad you're here. Thank you. Oh, wow. Wow. You came a long ways. We're so glad you're here, and we hope you have a wonderful vacation. Yeah, it's so wonderful to have you. Okay, and with that, we would all like to say to our visitors and everyone that's watching on YouTube or whatever, aloha and God bless you. Yes, so good to have you here. Right now, we're going to have. Okay, yes. We're struggling just a teensy bit this morning. I know you can't tell. I know you can't tell. Okay. First and foremost, we are a prayer ministry here. We believe in prayer. We believe in meditation. And we want you to know that we want to support you if you have a prayer request. There are these little forms on the back table you can fill out and put in the prayer box. And they will be prayed for here and then sent on to Silent Unity, where they will be prayed for 30 days. You can also use your free YouTube app anytime you want to let them send in a prayer request or get someone to speak with you. So make sure you take advantage of that, because we know that prayers are heard and answered. Yes. Now Patrick is going to come up and do the rest of the announcements.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Good morning, everybody. For the last time this month, we want to spotlight our team member of the month, Mahalo Tom Ha'ali. Tom, thank you so much for your loving service to our spiritual center. We're blessed to have you here at Unity of Kona. We very much appreciate your can-do attitude, doing whatever is needed to get done. Tom serves on the Unity of Kona Music Ministry team, brings food for fellowship, sings in the choir, and helps with other Unity of Kona activities. Tom, you're a bright and shining light, and we are grateful for your spirit of aloha and loving service. We love you, Tom. Thank you. Candy Bauer is our board member of the week. Feel free to discuss any questions you may have with her about her spiritual community. Raise your hand, Candy, for us. Thank you so much. Circulation Day was yesterday, and our organizer of the event would like to discuss it a little bit. Kayla, you want to come up?
Thank you. Okay, great. All right, we had a wonderful event yesterday. For those who were a part of it, you got to see it happen. But for those who were not, we had our Circulation Day, which we try to do 3 times a year. And it's our Community Giving and Receiving Day. It's a day in which people bring in stuff and then everybody can just take stuff. And it's been so wonderful. We did such a great job circulating things into the community. We got people who knew we were here, and then a lot of people who never knew we were doing this. So we found places we can spread the info better, and a lot of families took a lot of stuff home they needed. So that was really, really wonderful. We felt really great about it. And I want to thank everyone who helped. It takes a village. So please, let's just take a moment and thank everyone who supported that event. Truly. We are so grateful for all of your help. It takes the entire village to do this. And I just wanted to say, for that event, we also did a bake sale. And for those who made baked goods and brought things to assist, we are so grateful. The bake sale itself made $192 to support our congregation. Isn't that beautiful? And what's wonderful is that people who came, people who were able to give, which we never require, gave $330 in total to assist us going forward to keep our rent and lights on and everything. So we are so grateful for our community to give back as well. And in totality, that means Unity fundraised $530 to help the stopgap and keep us going. Isn't that beautiful? So even though that is a secondary piece to this, and it's always good to fundraise, right? We're always in need of a little more support, and we're always so grateful for the ways that Spirit shows up. We don't ever anticipate that. Our job is to give, and we are so grateful for giving, and they gave back to us. Isn't it beautiful? So what I do want to say is that for anyone who participated and was part of the setup, teardown, or any of that, if we could meet next Sunday after service, right after service, just to have a really quick debrief meeting. I just want to talk about if there are any ideas anybody has, anybody noticed any places things got clogged, got confusing, or we needed more assistance. And that way we are even better for next time because we want to keep this going and we know how much the community values it. So we just want to have a brief meeting so we can be more organized for next time and get some ideas going. Not this Sunday because there are several people missing because it was just a long day. So next Sunday, right after service, we'll meet briefly just for 5-10 minutes to get people's ideas and make things smoother next time. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Kayla. And to continue our string of guest speakers during the announcements today, Laura has an announcement that she would like to make. Come on up, Laura. Thank you.
Okay. This is a rhetorical. Can you hear me? I'm never sure about this thing. So, directly. Okay. God, I'm really a slow learner. So, this is a rhetorical question. Do you pray? And if so, what are your expectations? What do you call whatever the entity is that you pray to? Have you had experiences where your prayer has been perhaps answered? Well, as many of you know, I've been a prayer chaplain for about 15 years. And about 3 weeks ago, I finished a 2-year class, and you may now also call me spiritual director. So, so the end of July, let me see, I can tell you what day that is. July 25th, the Saturday, and then the Saturday after that, which is August 1st. Each of those days, we're going to have a class from 9 to noon. And the first one, this is for people who want to be a prayer chaplain or have had inklings that this is something that they feel called to do, participate in this sacred duty. So I thought since we're a small congregation, on the first Saturday, July 25th, we'll just have everybody that wants to come, and we'll talk about prayer. We'll talk about it as a group. What does it mean to you? What have your experiences been? What does it feel like? What can we learn as a group from one another? And have that conversation. Then the following Saturday, for those people who want to become prayer chaplains, and we can have more talk about this before the month is over. What does that mean to be a prayer chaplain? Because it's not a chaplain. They're two very different things. So on that August 1st, from 9 to 12, then we'll have that conversation on how to be and to be a prayer chaplain. So I look forward to all of that and spending time with you. And what I do want to say, for the people who want to go on to that ideal, truly, of being a prayer chaplain, this book is absolutely required. And it is called Discover Your Divinity, A Modern Guide to Affirmative Prayer. And it's written by Linda Martella-Whitsitt, who is a long-time Unity minister, and Deanne Weir-Morency, who is a CSL minister. And I went to Unity Village last July and went to a class that they put on for 3 days. So this is basically
what we look like as a prayer community going forward. So this book is required. You could order it through Unity, or I'm sure it's on Amazon. I haven't looked. But after service today, if anyone wants to talk to me about this, please. I just view this as a very, very sacred journey going forward, and it truly is. And what you can give and receive through this program, I can't even tell you. So blessings, everyone.
Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate your assistance and willingness to help us out and run this course. Thank you so much. Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m., Dondi leads ukulele jam sessions here in the sanctuary. Thank you so much, Dondi. Our next choir practice is tomorrow, Monday, June 29th at 6:30 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. It is after ukulele, so it's at 7:30 p.m. Thank you, Elaine. My bad. And I wrote these announcements, too. And then for our regular and weekly and monthly events, there's a flyer on the small table at the back of the sanctuary. Feel free to pick one up. And as everybody knows, it takes a village to support our spiritual center, and Unity of Kona depends on each of us. Please consider volunteering just 1 to 4 hours a month in any way you feel called to serve. Sign-up sheets from the back of the sanctuary. Your support is essential, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Mahalo.
And now Wendy is going to come and read our daily word. Yay for Wendy.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So today's daily word is connection. Do we read this all together after? Okay. So the reading is, I share a connection with the human family, the world's creatures, and the universe itself. I am reminded of the words of astronomer Carl Sagan, who wrote, the cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. I affirm this cosmic connection and more. I feel I am a part of everything and connected with everyone through the indwelling presence that unites us in God. When the world feels lonely and I'm struggling to find my place in it, I remember this cosmic connection and that, despite our surface differences, we have much in common. I value my connection with others and seek to make new ones. I treasure these relationships and celebrate our oneness in God. And the scripture from 1 Thessalonians 5:11 is, therefore encourage one another and build up each other, as indeed you are doing. And if you'll read with me, I share a connection to all living things. And so it is.
Wendy, thank you. And now it's time for us to take a deep breath, put our feet on the floor, close our eyes as we visualize our sanctuary as a beautiful, loving heart. Just feel that loving energy of those around you as it flows in and through you. Now see that loving energy flow around through every person here. And see that love expanding to our whole island, to every person, every living being. And on to the whole world. May that love reach every human being on this earth. And if there's someone in your life or you are in extra need of prayer and love today, see them in the middle of this beautiful, loving heart. As together we say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. Power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yes. And now we have Beth coming. We had quite a comedy show before service, but now, now she has a lovely song to sing for us. Thank you, Beth.
There, I'm back. Hello, everyone. Aloha. Aloha. Well, it's perfect that this is the song. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself because, well, clearly I'm a few thousand miles away and I'm nowhere near the ocean. But I do want to tell you that the nature of my music and what I've done for most of my life really has to do with places very near the ocean, and that is Irish music. And when I moved to Las Vegas, I moved from Nebraska, no ocean, and was not expecting to stay any longer than a 6-month contract. But somehow that contract lasted 13 years at the Excalibur. And from that point, my Irish music had already grown and it continued to grow. Well, let's just fast forward to today. The song is called I Am Spirit Led. Can you hear me okay? Great. Spirit fed, everywhere and always I am spirit led. Flowing like a river of peace, I am nature's wondering child. Love cannot be added to me. I am made complete in the divine. And what really hit me is when I say we, but it was not anyone else but me, was having problems this morning with everything. I bought this new stuff and I spent 4 hours yesterday setting it up so it would be perfect. And what I realized is when it all didn't work, that it's back to where I started, just music by itself. I don't need to have all the technology, even when I'm singing to you guys far away. So what I am going to introduce to you one little thing, and this is my Irish drum. It's called a baran. Yay, you know it. I was planning on playing guitar and it's here. It's just going to observe. And this is really being spirit-led because I've never done this song without a guitar. So let me just give you a few notes of the baran. Some of you heard it before, the baran? Okay. It's a traditional Irish frame drum. Usually it's made of goat skin, but no goats were harmed in the making of this baran. It's played with a tipper like this, and I use it for a lot of things, and here's how it sounds. Can you hear that? Not really hear it? Weird. Okay, well, we're just going to ditch that. You can hear my voice. Clearly, nothing else is meant to be here but my voice today, so let's hope that works for you guys and for me. I'm doing my best here. Okay. Thank you. I love being here. I really do. Thank you so much. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. Flowing like a river of peace. I am nature's wondering child. Love cannot be added to me. I am made complete in the divine. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I'm spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. There is magic in every day, like a beautiful song. As I'm choosing my way, there's a voice inside to guide me along. I am spirit-led, sing along, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. Flowing like a river of peace. I am nature's wandering child. Love cannot be added to me. I am made complete in the divine. I am spirit led, spirit fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. I am spirit led, spirit fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. There's magic in every day, like a beautiful song. And I'm choosing my way. There's a voice inside to guide me along. I am spirit led, spirit fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. I am spirit led, spirit fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. One more. Spirit led, spirit fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. I am spirit led, spirit fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. Everywhere and always I am spirit led. Everywhere and always I am spirit led.
Thank you, Beth. Your voice
you.
was enough.
Thank you very
That was
much.
wonderful. Okay. Well, it's time for our Sasha, our very own Sasha, to come and speak. We always enjoy her enthusiasm and her positivity. And we're just glad you're here, Sasha, to speak to us today.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for that beautiful music. That is so fitting for our talk. I just love how that works when we tie everything in. Now, how about you? Can you all hear me okay? All right, we are ready for today. What a morning. It is a beautiful morning. We had Madame Pele join us, going off yesterday, and I could still see down to the ocean from my lanai today, so I knew that it was a beautiful day. I want to start with a question. Have you ever noticed that the same life can feel, or the same day in your life can feel completely Wait, let me start that again. Does the technical difficulties continue? But within me today? Let's try this again. Okay. Have you ever noticed that the same life can feel completely different from one day to the next? That's what I was trying to say. Yes, everybody's saying yes. A few years ago, I made a TikTok when I was really leaning into my body love by dance. And it was all about the different lens we look through. And this was particular to my body. I had said, I realized there was days when I looked at myself through what I called the fat lens. No matter what angle I looked from, I could find something wrong. I focused on every flaw. There was a time I'd look through the not good enough lens, where nothing looked right, like it was not right. My hair wasn't straight like it was supposed to be. I didn't have the right height, whatever it might be. But then there's those days that you look through the beautiful lens. It is that very same body, just within even that, it could be the next day, the next week. Or maybe my body has changed from when I was 20, but it has danced, it has climbed, it has loved, it has hugged, it has carried 4 babies. Here's what surprised me. Just like I said, my body didn't change within that week of like one day I'd see a picture and I'd be like, oh, that looks great. The next day I'd see another angle and I'd be like, who is that? But what had changed was my lens of what I looked at it through, just like a camera. And I realized that I don't do that with just my body. I do it with everything in my life. And maybe this could be true for all of us. Sometimes we might wake up with a fear lens. Sometimes we might wake up with a scarcity lens, or a comparing lens, or a victim lens. And some days we may wake up with a gratitude lens, a love lens, a beautiful lens. Oftentimes the circumstances haven't changed nearly as much the lens that we are looking through. Today I'd like to explore what it means to see the divine everywhere. And I think even our songs, everything we've done, even within our technical difficulties today, have led us to show that we can look for that. One of Unity's foundational teachings is that there's one presence and one power active in the universe and active in our lives. As a child, I knew it as there's one presence, one power, omnipotent. And I would go around, I think I shared this once before, I'd go around the playground and I'd tell everybody this, even though I didn't know what the word meant. But I was just repeating what I'd learned. But over the years, I have realized that those words weren't asking me to ignore life and just live in a positive land, because challenges do arise. They're inviting me to see life differently, even through those challenges. So as I was preparing this talk, I do go through my mom's things, my mom's talks, my mom's lessons. And this time, it wasn't one of her lessons, but one of her, she was trying to grow our youth group, and so it was one of our Sunday school lessons, Master Teachings for Uniteens, which studies the Sermon on the Mount for young teenagers. And I opened it up, and voila, it's all about Unity's first teaching. So I want to read you right from it. It says, God's good is everywhere equally present. And now I want you to know that God could be whatever feels comfortable for you. Universe, spirit. We've talked about this a lot, but I want you to replace that word God with whatever feels good for you. God's good is everywhere equally present, and every person is spiritually responsible for the degree to which he or she experiences God's good in this world. We are spiritual beings. God's law expresses through us, and God's good is manifest in our world as we attune our thoughts, feelings, and behavior to the awareness of God. As we give our attention to the spiritual reality beyond appearances, as we look for the divine order and harmony in conditions, as we desire to bring forth the highest and best for all humanity, we bring God's kingdom to expression. We are responsible for the conditions in our lives. If we desire to make changes in our outer world, we will do so by making an inner commitment to the God idea represented by the outer change. It goes on to reference a Bible reference and then interpret it metaphysically. In the days of Jesus, salt was used not only for flavor, but as a preservative for food. In this respect, salt was a necessity and valued highly by everyone, much like everywhere, just like here in Hawaii. If you haven't gone to the Kona Salt Farm, check that out. It's wonderful. But Jesus said, "You are the salt of the earth." That's in Matthew 5:13. He was not merely using a parable to tell people that they could add a little zip to life. Jesus was conferring a high honor. He was telling all people that they were important. They were essential to the preservation of life. They were of great value to God's kingdom. Metaphysically, Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, defined salt as the thought in man that understand, love, and obey truth as Jesus taught and demonstrated it. The title, Salt of the Earth, is not only a high honor, but also a great responsibility. Jesus tells us that we must live up to our spiritual responsibility. We must act on our understanding of truth. There is no value to salt that has lost its flavor. Thoughts and actions without understanding and love and truth are worthless. Corruption in the time of Jesus or in the time of today might be looked upon as similar to the spoiling of food. So if we are the salt of the earth and the world, then we are the agent that will preserve the goodness to God's plan. We are the salt of the earth. Goes on to, they used popcorn as an example. It was kind of fun. I actually thought about it. I toyed with the idea of popcorn, but I didn't know how we were going to go with that. Just because the world seems corrupt or disappointing doesn't mean that we have to be corrupt also or limit our ideas and expectations. When people look to the goodness within appearances and add their thoughts and feelings to the positive side of life, they give their power to the good. Well, I thought that was kind of beautiful and fitting. It was a lot of information. But it hit me so true. And why I walked around that playground saying, God's good, God's omnipotent. And we could look at it every day. Like we could all sit here being mad that church started late. We could, right? But what good would that do? Was it kind of fun? It was a little fun. So it depends on the lens we want to look through. I had so many things that happen. I say this probably every time too. Whenever we pick a title, I have to live it, like really, but in a good way. This was a good way, but I had so many stories. I have a lot of changes going on at home. I have 2 kids moving off island, and one is moving to Oahu, and she actually already left. In this process, we had 2 Honda CRVs packed up to the brim to take to the barge, to ship her stuff, put her car on the barge. And originally, we're told we could do it on Friday, June 19th. Anyway, it didn't happen. Through a change of events, we found out, luckily we didn't drive all the way there, but our cars are loaded, and she's leaving on Sunday, minus her stuff. And so she's panicked. She's like, what am I going to do? I said, we're going to help you. Meanwhile, in the back of my mind, I was like, that's a lot. I have to work at 9 on Monday morning, but I'm going to make it work. Anyway, we get to the barge at 7:30 a.m., my younger son and I, to take Kaya's stuff and her car. We get there, and we're one of the first ones. I'm walking up the stairs to the first building, and that place is pretty intimidating. For me, it's intimidating. Big trucks are going, security. I walk up, and they're like, you're in the wrong building, got to go sign in down there at that little tent. And I turn around, and guess who's there? Kay Aloha from our church right here. He was shipping a truck, too, and I was like, oh, it's going to be okay. I know someone. And I go over there, I sign in. Anyway, everything turned to unfold wonderfully. I ended up not having to start work until 10. That was a bonus. Then I also had a wonderful lady that helped us. And I had shifted the lens that I looked through, but I had started that the night before. I went, everything is always working out in the highest good, instead of going, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Because I did feel a little bit of that. It was a silly story, and I just thought of it because it was a silly story of how I could look for the good within it. And I had my son that I got to, who's also moving, who just graduated since I last spoke. And we had this time riding back in the car together, and that was a special time too. So through our weird day and some challenges that lined up, we had a beautiful experience. But it was all through the lens that I looked. I wrote out that story, but I didn't need to. I just told it. And now, see, I even have my pages upside down. What is happening here? But now we're going to talk about how do we actually practice this. It's easy in theory. All of these things are easy in theory, right? But when you're in it, how do we practice it? One of my coworkers at the concierge office, she's just 21 years old, and she said, when you walk into a room, you're very peaceful, and you bring a light. That was a wonderful compliment. She wrote this a really nice Mother's Day card to me. It was very special to get. And she was asking a little bit more about my story. And she says, I never would have guessed you've gone through so much because you carry yourself with such positivity and light. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I've thought about this, especially about looking through our lenses. Because my life hasn't been exactly easy, but it's not because I don't, and I've had to cry a lot, which has been a lot of release, which I do. And I have those days when I put on those yucky lenses. But the difference is that Unity has given me these practices, these practical tools that have helped me through. So one of my first ones that I do is guarding my input. So what do you think that means? What is the first thing you do when you wake up? Many of us probably don't turn on the news. I think a lot of times true students don't do that. But do any of you do that and fill ourselves with all that's going on? My dad sent me The Consciousness of Deserving by Rusty Burkus. He says, read it as often as you can. It's quite long. I'm not going to read all that, I promise. But a little paragraph that jumped out about choosing our input. Some of the emotions that keep us from feeling a sense of love and deserving are fear and limitation due to the negative programming in our unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is a mechanical and non-discriminating, accepting everything that is fed into it. Whatever it takes in, it also projects out in the world. If your mind is given a steady diet of negative thoughts and fears, you will feel imprisoned by your life. If your mind is filled with positive and uplifting thoughts and feelings, you will experience life accordingly. I think we're all doing that here this morning, aren't we? We're here. So we can do that. We can start with prayer our day, gratitude, music, dance, a positive podcast, or even simply silence. We can become still. Sometimes we don't need more answers. We need more quiet in our busy lives, right? So I'm going to have us do something. I'm always asked, okay, what fun thing are we doing today? Are we dancing? Well, kind of, a little bit. We're just going to move a little. In Youth of Unity, we always did Sufi dancing. If any of you ever done that, it was like you'd usually have two circles and you'd face each other and look in each other's eyes and dance. Can you imagine teenagers doing that? I can't believe they had us do that, honestly. But we did that. We're supposed to look at the divine in each other. So I wasn't going to have us do that, but I wanted us to do one of the chants that I had learned. And you can stand up if it feels comfortable to you. And you can sit if you'd want. And this is just a chant about, I want you to imagine that the divine, spirit, universe, God is speaking to you. It's about listening and that we are never forsaken and we're never forgotten. Okay, so I'm going to try my best. You know that this is not one of my gifts, is singing, ever. And I'm going to try, though. I'm just going to tell you the words first. And then I want you to join in when you feel comfortable. But the words are simple, and we're just going to keep repeating it. It's listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Okay? And I'm going to try to carry the melody a little bit. I mean, I need our musician here for this. Okay, and if you feel comfortable, you can stand with me, or you can sit. You can put your hand on your heart. And it goes, listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. I will never forget you. I will never forsake you. We can access that at any time. And if I got up here and did a chant and kind of sang it sort of for you, you can do it anytime you want. We can call upon the divine. We can call upon to listen, to shift our polarity. Sometimes movement can be simple. Sometimes it could be a walk. Sometimes it could be jumping in the water. My mom always said that changed our polarity. If I was in these very moments of complete stress and overwhelm, she would tell me, Sasha girl, get out your head and drop into your heart. So we're going to listen to our heart. We're going to listen to this moment. The last tool I'm going to give you a simple one today. So if you're feeling that sense of overwhelm, that challenge, just look for one divine thing. Not 10, just one. Maybe it is the beautiful sunset. We've had a lot of those lately. Maybe it is the bird you just saw fly up. A smile, a stranger that opened the door for you, a child laughing, a flower. One small reminder that love is still present. Ask yourself one simple question. What lens am I looking through right now? In the words of my friend, Reverend Patri Hildreth, she's a minister from Oahu, she says, what you focus on develops, which is kind of what we're talking about with looking through lenses today. I'm giving her a little shout out today. I think she's tuning in. As well as all the watch party at home, too. I have some family tuning in, too. Jesus said, you are the salt of the earth. Salt doesn't mean the whole meal. It quietly changes everything it touches. Maybe that's our invitation, to become people whose presence changes the atmosphere, not by pretending life is perfect, but by choosing again and again to see through the lens of love. This week, before you try to change your circumstances, before you try to change another person, because we know that doesn't work, before you convince yourself that everything is falling apart, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, what lens am I looking through? Maybe I might have to clean that lens. Maybe I might have to refocus that lens. But because when we do change that lens, we often discover the divine was there all along. May you listen for your heart song this week. May you recognize the presence that never leaves you. And may you become a little more like salt, quietly bringing light, hope, compassion, and love to every place you go. Amen. Thank you, everyone, for having me today.
Oh, Sasha, that was so good. Yeah, we're going to be just salty enough, right? Just make everything better, everything around us better. Wonderful. Now we're going to take our offering. We're so grateful for our tithes and offerings and how you support our ministry here. So I think Beth is going to join us as the ushers come forward and sing another song. But first, we're going to have the offering prayer. Okay. Together, let's say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. Yes.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's all right. There you go. I loved what Sasha said, and it's so perfect for today. I hope that you don't mind me just speaking a little bit while you're taking the offering. It reminded me of some of my most favorite moments performing, and this will probably also be that as well today. Because my band, we'd plug everything in, and we were in Nebraska where it rains suddenly in tornadoes, and we were doing just some songs with the band, and all of a sudden a downpour just happened. And, we had to quick rush off, and everybody thought the show was over. So it wasn't. I just quick thought, I love those moments, actually. I love those moments because they give us an opportunity to really reach within, like you said, with a lens and say, hey, what can I make of this moment? How can I make this moment be special? And so that happened 3 times with the band, and every single time were the best moments because we would take it, unplug, and people would gather around and we would just do music. In this sense, I feel like it just fits so well with what you said, Sasha. Thank you. This song is called We Are One in the Spirit. I am one in the Spirit. I am one in God. I am one with each other. I am one in love. And I would love for you to sing along after I do it the first time, in case you don't know it. And there's a little clap in there. So this is your part. I am one. I am one. I am one in spirit. I am one. One clap. That's all you have to do. Do we need to practice? Little rehearsal. Got it? Okay. I am one in the Spirit. I am one in God. I am one with each other. I am one in love. I am one. I am one. I am one in spirit, I am one. You are one in the spirit, you are one in God. You are one with each other, you are one in love. You are one, you are one. You are one in spirit, you are one. We are one in the spirit, we are one in God. We are one and with each other, we are one in love. We are one, we are one. We are one in spirit and we are one. Let's do that one again. We are one in the spirit, we are one in God. We are one with each other, we are one in love. We are one, we are one. We are one in spirit, we are one. We are one, we are one. We are one in spirit, we are one in spirit, we are one in spirit, we are one. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you, everyone, for having me here with you again today.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Aloha.
Okay, let's say our offering prayer together. Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in this center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Yes. Thank you. And thank you, ushers. Next Sunday, guess what? Sasha's coming back. And her talk will be about seeing the truth in others. Move beyond appearances and condition. Christ's potential is in every person. See how spiritual perception changes relationships. So be sure and be here and bring your friends, because this is great stuff, and we want to spread this out. It helps bring peace on our earth, which we desperately need. So thank you so much for coming. We're so glad you all came. And right now we're going to get in a circle and hold each other in our hearts as we sing, Let There Be Peace on Earth and Aloha Oi. We'll do it right behind the cameras. There you go.
All righty then.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us work with each other in perfect harmony.
Perfect harmony.
Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And as we hold our thoughts and prayers till we meet again, let's finish up Aloha Oi.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Remember to change your lenses. Clear them things up.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, eke ona ona no ikalipo. One fond embrace, ahoy, until we meet again.
Hui ho and aloha. Refreshments upstairs if we have a little fellowship. Thank you, everybody.